Okay, good morning everybody. Who's awake? You guys look a little sleepy, so I'm gonna have you stand up. Okay, so bear with me because this exercise should be done outside. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna reach down to the ground there. Feel that? Reach down. All right, bring it up. Put it there. Shake it off and wake up. Okay, so you can go ahead and have a seat. So mop seat, shiniko, mini hek, shich, which in my language means good morning, and it's great to see you all. Today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about an event that I went to called the Modern Moccasins Native Women's Convergence. And I'm supposed to have some pictures, but I don't have them, so use your imagination, please. But it was an event put on by the Sacred Pipe Resource Center, the North Dakota Native Vote, and the facilitators were Philip Whiteman Jr. and Lynette Tubles. And they work in Montana, and what they do is they're cultural barriers and instructors. They're community organizers. They work a lot with children and the youth. Basically, it wasn't your average conference. It was an interactive convergence where we went back into our traditional ways of thinking in those times where we listened to our elders speak. Now, they taught us a lot about the medicine wheel, so they have this whole system that they teach throughout. They go nationwide up into Canada, and they teach about this system. It's called the medicine wheel model. And they talk about linear ways of thinking, which is not our original ways. Those linear ways of thinking would be working up a pyramid to a hierarchy of success. We didn't have those kind of systems, right? We were more of a circular people. So that's where the medicine wheel model comes in. And then there was also another, speaking of, about the places of origin, which is what we are, is which we come into this world as. So the whole event was put on for rising leaders to decolonize and to decolonize leadership and community organizing. So it's not what you think it would be or what we're taught that it should be. It's actually going back and reconnecting with our traditional ways and using that and to take out to our communities. So one of the things they did, and it's hard to talk about it in 5 minutes, so I'll kind of get down to the like important things, was the 3 R's. And the 3 R's were remind, reconnect, and reclaim. So that goes back to the circle. And to remember that we are born holy and sacred, and that we have everything that we need. We don't have to use that linear way of thinking. We don't have to achieve this great success. We have everything already. Our ways were not built that way. We're spirits having a human experience. We're not humans who are going to pass away and then become spirits. We're spirits having a human experience. And to remind yourselves that no one is better than anyone else, that we are all the same, and that if one of us is in a bad way, we are all in a bad way. The next R was reconnect. So it's important that we remember what our ancestors went through and how they lost their ways and how we are products of that. And it's important to reconnect to those ways the best you can, because those ways are returning. Indigenous people are rising, and we are upon a great change. So it's important for us to reconnect to those ways, to stay close to the earth, which is why I had you get down. In the mornings, our people, and we're all different tribe to tribe, but what we did is we sang our songs in the morning. That's when our time of prayer came. We rose with that sun. We are a part of that earth. Stay close to that. And also reconnect. Reconnect with our ways of thinking when we think about our children and our elders. That they are the holy ones. That we need to care for them and remember what they are. Remember their purpose and learn from them. I get nervous speaking, so I get a little shaky. But, so the last R is reclaim. And how do we reclaim? What can we reclaim? I guess that's a question you have to ask yourself. What can you do to reclaim those ways that were lost? Anything. You don't speak your language, you want to learn one word, do that, reclaim that. And remember that we didn't have systems of hierarchy. We were circular people. Reclaim that. When one of us is bad, all of us are bad. When one of us is going without, all of us are going without. Our people had clans and societies. We didn't have government leadership. We didn't have some people better than others, some going, so we didn't have that. We had clans and societies, and those were the ones who cared and provided for the people. We all had different roles. And we've lost that. It's not our fault that we've lost that. It's just what's happened. So do your best. Think about it. What can you do to reclaim that? What clan do you come from? What society were your ancestors a part of? And you know, some of us can't gain that knowledge again. A lot of it is gone, and that's the hard truth. But the way that Philip Whitman Jr. explained it was, we are the new societies. We are the new clans. Those nonprofits that you have out in your indigenous communities, the ones that work with the children, the ones that uplift those homeless, our homeless relatives, the ones that feed those who don't have food in their cupboards, those are the new clans and new societies. What are you doing to better your people? Because again, if one of us are bad, we are all bad. And I'll close with, just remember this. We are spiritual people. We come from a place of origin. We are not humans gonna pass away and have a spiritual experience. We are spirits. We're gonna have this human experience, and then we're gonna go home to our people. Remember that we are not linear. Our ways were never linear. Linear is selfish. Indigenous people, we are not of those systems. Thank you.